In this video, I am going to give a detailed explanation on the specification of a grinding wheel and also mention a quick way by which it could be remembered easily. Let me begin by first introducing what a grinding wheel is. So, what is a grinding wheel? A grinding wheel is a multi-point cutting tool that is employed on a machine tool called grinding machine for metal cutting operations. Here, with the help of grinding wheel, we can achieve high finishing, thus a good surface quality, sharpening of edges and points, and attaining a high level of accuracy of the workpieces. As shown here, a grinding wheel can be distinguished by the following factors upon which their properties are dependent to. They are abrasive type, grain size or grit size, grade or hardness, structure or shape, or bond. Let me start with the first and the last one. So every grinding wheel has two components, which is abrasive grains and the bond. Abrasive grains acts as cutting edges for the workpieces, and the bond is actually those material that binds the abrasive grains together. In this diagram, abrasive grains are denoted by red along with the greenish binding material with them. Grain size or grit size refers to the size of the abrasive grains. Grade or hardness refers to the strength of the force holding the grains or holding the abrasive grains together. Structure or shape, it denotes the spacing of the grains in the grinding wheel. So these are the five factors by which we can distinguish one grinding wheel from another, and also we can find various applications of the grinding wheel. Coming over to the specification of grinding wheel, the grinding wheel specification can be found on a paper that is attached on a grinding wheel. For example, here it is like 52A 30G 9V 25. On the either side, we have a prefix and a suffix, and they are optional because they are of a manufacturer's choice. Then comes abrasive type. Here there is a letter A under abrasive type, and A is for aluminum oxide. Similarly, if instead of A we would have C, then it is the representation of silicon carbide, which is also known as carborundum. And then Z is for ZrO2. Then comes grain size or grit size. Grain size ranges from coarse to very fine, and in between comes medium and fine. The numbers 10, 12, 14, 16, 20, 24, they are the representation of coarse materials, and the number 220, 240 to 600, they are for very fine abrasive grains. So one thing we can notice over here, that the larger the grain size or the grit size, the finer the abrasive grains are going to be, and the larger the grain size or grit size, the more coarse the abrasive grains are going to be. And so if our grit size or grain size is large, that is ranging from 220 to 600, they can be employed for more finishing works, because the abrasive grains are smaller and the larger the grain size, and so the grinding wheel, it can be employed for more material removal purposes. Then comes grade. So grade is divided into soft, medium and hard. So grade is actually the representation of the force which holds the abrasive grains together. The soft ones, they are from A to H, denoted by letter A to H. Medium ones are denoted by letter I to P, and hard ones, they are denoted by letter Q to Z. So in case of soft ones, the force compared to the medium and harder ones, it is less. It is less as compared to these two. Then coming to the medium. So medium, in medium, the force which is binding the abrasive grains together, it is intermediate compared to soft and the hard ones. And in case of hard ones, which is represented by letter Q to Z, the force which is binding the abrasive grains together, it is maximum. Structure denotes the force which is present in the grinding wheel. So from the structure we can get an idea about the grain spacing. It is classified into dense and the open ones. The denser ones are denoted by the numbers 1 to 8 and the open ones from 9 to 15 or even higher. In case of dense ones, the pores which are present are comparatively less, and in opens there are lots of many pores. So we can deduce from here that the denser ones, they must be having smaller abrasive grains, so they can be used for more finishing works, and the open ones, they must be having a higher grain size, that is the abrasive grains which is present in them is larger compared to the dense ones, and they can be used for more material removal purpose. Then comes bond, and here we are having the letter V. V is for vitrified. Bond means the binding particles, the binding material which we are using. So since here it is the letter V, it is for vitrified bond, and S is for silicate bond, and similarly for R and O, it is for rubber and oxychloride respectively. So in this sequence we are having the specification of grinding wheel. First the prefix, then abrasive type, grain size, grade, structure, bond, and the suffix. The specification of a grinding wheel can be remembered by this following mnemonic. After gate, get selected in Builder. And this is very much relatable to all the engineering students, since GATE is a very prestigious exam, and getting a seat in Maharatnas like Birla is a dream come true for most of them. The first word after, it starts from letter A, and this letter can be used to denote the abrasive type, A for abrasive type. Then comes the word gate, it starts from a letter G, and this G is used to denote the grain size. Then comes get 2 starts from G, and this G is used to denote the grade. Then comes selected, it starts from S, and this S is used to denote the structure. Then at the end comes Birla, and Birla starts from B, and this B is used to denote the bond or the binding material. And one more thing we can notice here, that there is the alternate of a letter and the number. First is a letter which is for abrasive type. For example, here in my previous example there was letter A for aluminum oxide. Then came a number for grain size, for determining whether it is coarse, medium, fine or very fine. And then came again a letter which was for a grade, A, B, C, D and so on. Then again comes a number for structure, for distinguishing it into dense or open. And in the end again comes a letter, and this letter this time is used to denote the type of binding particles which we are using. So in this way, using these two techniques, the mnemonic after gate, get selected in Birla, and knowing that there is the alternate of a letter and a number, we can recall the specification order very easily.